I started painting this a whole year ago. And originally this painting was going to be fan art. It was not going to be a original piece. However, my work has always been very visually and emotionally tied together in my work, like my original work. When I'm very overwhelmed and I think of an idea from whatever I'm going through at the moment, I cannot continue to go forward without creating it. And so this is how I painted with only a katana. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Bethanjan, and I'm an artist who paints without any paintbrushes, zero. I really like the connection that I make between my work and the objects that I paint with, just to make the person who's looking at my work to just think about the process and how it can connect to the subject. And all in all, just trying to bring another era to art to make people appreciate traditional artwork. Anyways, this is how I painted with a katana. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I started painting this with the idea of it being fan art. And the reason being is because last year I gained 15,000 followers on Instagram, which is kind of crazy. And that was because of another fan art painting. And after painting that, like, I was super excited, motivated, and I was like, okay, we're gonna paint another fan art painting. And it really it made me second guess myself a lot in the process of this, and this is why it took a whole year to create this, is because I doubted myself. And it was kind of like a little reality check 6 months into this painting or so, maybe 7 or 8 months. And I was like, I just can't relate to this. This is not me. I'm not like a fan art kind of person. Like, I love doing projects that are not correlated to my work that is really emotional and tied to me personally. I like those projects. It's nice to have those projects, but I just realized halfway through this, like, I've gone through a lot lately and I could make this into original piece. And I had this vision and I was like, I can't continue on without painting this. This is gonna be a great painting. I love the idea. So I started over. And I was like, why am I starting over? This is crazy. And I did. So a lot of this painting has to connect to what I've gone through. And that's probably the number one thing I didn't really realize until this year, but I use a lot of my work as therapy for myself. And I didn't realize that till now, which kind of makes sense. Like, art is supposed to be super expressive and emotional. That's what art is. You go up to a stranger and you ask them, what do you think art should be? And they're gonna get a bunch of different answers, but the majority of those answers are gonna be, it should make you feel something. So I was like, you know what? I want to make something that maybe someone else can relate to when they're going through a hard time, that they can look towards and think positively about the future and what they're doing in life, and that they shouldn't be giving up. And so I wanted to keep the painting related to kind of Japanese culture in a way, and just things that related to that, because I had the katana already. I didn't want to go away from that kind of bubble. So I took about a month to just look on Pinterest and Google for different Japanese related items, and I found a couple different things that really inspired me. One of those being like these masks, and it was interesting because the masks represented different kinds of like demons, essentially. That's what I got out of it, or that's what it seemed like. I don't know. And so I was like, okay, this is perfect. This is really going to represent just negative thoughts that I thought of in general of myself, and or like it representing like the bad in our lives. Another thing that really inspired me were all the different kinds of shrines that they have. And when you go inside, it's basically a temple that represented whatever different kinds of gods and whatnot. And so a lot of them had different kinds of statues, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity just to like have a statue in the background representing strength and just like a positive kind of reinforcement. I didn't want to represent a specific kind of like Japanese god or whatever, because personally, like, I'm a Christian, and so the lion just really represented strength, courage, and just willpower. I did have to go over a lot of the layers because I wanted to test out something that I haven't done yet with oil painting with different objects for my work, and that is glazing. It's a type of method a lot of oil painters use just to add a lot of depth with their colors, and not just having one specific color specifically. I tested it out with the red a lot and the skin tone, and surprisingly, I'm just surprised how well it worked with the sword because I was so unsure about it. And then finally, I took a lot of reference photos of myself kind of trying to like represent me getting back up. And so I took photos in my kitchen one night, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have it so where it looks like, you know, it's me trying to get back up. So it was kind of, I guess it's like a self-portrait in a way. And so I took a lot of time with that, and I wanted to have like, I don't know, like a kimono-like dressing on me. I looked at a lot of references on this, but I thought it turned out all right with the fabric. Fabric is usually not my go-to, but you know what? We got there. And so this is the final piece. This is it. I'm really happy with the way that this one turned out. Again, it took a lot of different turns along the way, but I hope someone out there can resonate with what my imagery is showing here. If you're interested in any of my work or stuff that I have for sale, check out all my links. You can check out my website. I have a few things up for sale. If you're interested in like an actual painting or something that's not up for sale currently, just directly message me through Instagram or just email me. That's a great way to get in contact with me. Hope everybody's having a great day, no matter what's going on. Keep going strong. You know, crap. You know what I mean. Thanks for watching, and I will continue to paint without a paintbrush, and we'll see what happens. And have a great day, guys. Bye.